How to start a blog. First thing you want to do is open up your browser and go into the URL address bar. Type in www.blogger.com, and then you go ahead and sign into your account. You can use your Gmail account. When you sign up for Gmail, you automatically have a Blogger account. So what you want to do, this is the dashboard, and what you want to do in the dashboard, if you look in the upper left hand corner, you'll see New Blog. You click New Blog and you type in a title, whatever title you want. For this purpose, we will name it How to Start a Blog. Now let's see. Let's try start a blog to see if that works. It's not available, so you have to keep going. Try another one. It'll let you know instantly if it's not available. Okay, and a lot of them are not available. But if they aren't, you can just say, let's say we'll go back to the other one. See if that is available. And that is available. Startablog123.blogspot.com. Make sure you guys come back and visit me. Okay. So what you want to do is you pick the theme, whatever theme you want. For this purpose, I'm going to just go simple. No, let's go with dynamic views. Why not? And create a blog. Okay, and as you can see, it automatically pops up right here. Okay, so you start posting. You click Start Posting. And you wait for my slow computer to load. And then you can, just type in, this is just for a test. This is test 1. Okay, now so when you look at the name of the post, it's going to be whatever you name it, and underneath that would be here, and underneath this is the actual content of whatever post you're doing. So now to the right, what you want to do is you want to check out these things, labels. Labels are great because basically what it allows you to do is tag your post according to what it is. So let's say if I'm typing something related to technology, I will put in technology, and let's say I'm doing something on iPods, so I'll put iPods, Apple, and so forth and so on. This lets the search engines know that when it crawls your page, it basically gives them a little keywords to basically be able to tag your post, and it helps it index better and everything. So I always use labels. There's probably not a post that I've done where I haven't used labels. I always use them, but make sure you use them and make sure that they're relevant to whatever you're posting. You don't want to just put in a whole bunch of stuff. I usually try not to put any more than 5 labels because Google, they're kind of funny like that. They may penalize you for overusing labels and something called keyword stuffing, which is what we'll talk about in another post. Okay, so done. Another cool feature, I'm not going to go through all of these, but another cool feature is schedule. You can actually schedule a certain date and time. Let's say if you want to do the post now, but you don't want to run it now, you can run it for tomorrow, day after, so forth and so on. Or if you want to do multiple posts and you schedule them so that they come out in increments, that would be great too, because that's how you build page authority. You want to be consistent, and you want to make sure that you have regular content, regular quality content Okay, and you're probably thinking, well, why does she only have one other blog? This is not my main blog. I rarely use this at all. So I do have plenty of other blogs that I will be sharing with you guys when I get more in depth, but for this purpose I wanted to use an account that I didn't really use as much, so that I can kind of start fresh. Okay, so as I said, you can go ahead and schedule for whatever you want, but otherwise you just click automatic. Then you click publish, or if you want to save it as a draft, you can just go ahead and save, but for this purpose I will click publish, and boom, here we go. Okay, so when you create this, you can share with your Google fans or whatever, or your circles, and you have to have a Google Plus profile. I've not set one up for this. I have set it up in my other blogs. As I said, I will show you guys that in another video. And you can edit from here, view it, delete it, whatever you need to do. You want to look at some of these. I don't use pages that much. I try to keep my blogs as simple as possible when I do them. So I try not to utilize the pages too much. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on how involved I want to get in that particular blog. Comments, you can look at comments that people have left. Stats, basically, you want to look at how many page views you have. It'll give you an idea of where the entry point was. As you can see, someone's search from google.com, so that I already have one hit. Technically it's 3. You have to get into analytics in order to get a clearer view on how many views you have. Okay, traffic sources. It also tells you here who has been on your page. In order for you to use this portion down here, search keywords, you do have to use analytics. It makes you put a code on your website, and I will be talking about that in another video. This is just an overview. Okay, your audience, it will tell you which countries they come from, what type of browsers they use, and so forth and so on. Earnings, you want to set up a Google AdSense page. You probably don't want to do it right away. You want to try to build up readership a little bit if you can, and then you go ahead and set up your AdSense page. But it's very profitable if you do it right. And yeah, so campaigns, you can use campaigns. As I said, I will talk about some of this stuff later on, but I do want to get to layout. This is the basic layout of the page. Actually, let's look at the blog first so that you can get an idea of what this looks like before I go to layout. So as you can see, it's very simple. Now, going back to layout, you can add a gadget. You can add lots of stuff. Google has stuff where you can add, let's say, a +1 button. So let's add that, and it'll have the features right there, and you go ahead and save it. Then add a gadget. Let's say I want to this is where you can put AdSense if you want. After you sign up, you have to sign up for AdSense first. You can put your own HTML. There's tons of stuff that you can do in here. There's just a lot. Then you can also rearrange it. So if I wanna drag the About Me to above the +1, then I just do that, and it's really cool. So as you fill in more, this is a really simple page, so it doesn't have a lot of the fields. But later on, I'll give you an idea of what the other pages look like as well. Template. Unsave changes. So, okay, your template, when you click on that, you want to go to customize because you don't want a generic blog or whatever. So you can also change the page. You can change your page layout anytime, by the way. Okay, so you see some of the templates: simple, dynamic views, so forth and so on. Now I go to background. You can change the background to whatever color you want. They have certain themes, or if you have an image that you want to use, you can go ahead and use that. There's tons of images in their library. They have all types of stuff, so you can really customize it to the way you want. With adjustment, you can kind of slide it, and that will determine how wide your blog is. And layout, you can change the layout, depending on what you want. This is simple, so I keep it simple or whatever, but when you see the other pages, you'll see that this will be more utilized. Right now, this is an extremely simple page, so it's not really a lot you can do with this particular one. So then there's also fonts. You can change the font, the color, and the background color for your page, the page itself, the header, the links, all types of stuff to, you know, put in. When you put in your blog description, you can change that as well. So, and then you just apply it to the blog, and then after you apply it to the blog, it will let you know when it's done. Actually, it didn't. That was the other page. Okay, so you go ahead and view the blog, and this is what you have. So that's basically about it. You go back to Blogger. It's just a rundown of you know, different features on Blogger. Here's the settings page. You know, you can do the title, description. You want to do a description. This is very important. This is what the search engines, what will show up when someone crawls your page, when the search engine crawls your page, and it basically tells Google how to rank you. Okay, so make sure you utilize this. Don't use the bots. There's some bots down here, crawler bots. I wouldn't do that unless you're a professional. I believe it's down under other. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. It's in one of these sections. But anywho, so posts and comments. You can decide whether you want to let anyone comment, register users, someone with a Google account, or members of the blog. You can decide to moderate it always, sometimes, or never. Depending on what type of blog it is, you know, you may want to moderate it, you may not. But that basically is it. You know, just to give you guys a rundown of how to do this, and yeah, and I think that's pretty much about it. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or anything you'd like to see, feel free to let me know. Take care.